Wow, 29 minutes of patience. I understand why 10 plus people left. I do not mind, but I'm just here to chat with whoever stays and hangs around, and come and go as you will. I do this for fun. And I do have, let's see, it is 12:06 p.m. where I live, and I have till about 2:10 to play. So, alright, I'm getting lots of yeses. It's good. So let's get into this. Alright, so the sounds you're hearing now is the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance Tactics, part of their soundtrack. I also love this moving crystal and the cool Fraudian bottom part of that. I really like that. Anyways, let's just start a new campaign. My campaign 1 I kind of skipped over. We're just going to call this campaign... Hup. Alright, story. A relaxed experience for players new to tactics game. Normal, a balanced experience, the standard difficulty level. Hard, a real challenge for tactical experts. I'm going to play this normal first. I have played tactics games before. If I beat it, which I assume I will eventually, I think there's 50 plus levels or so, they said, then I will go back and try it on hard to get the full experience. So, let's start. Let's begin, shall we? Alone then? No, together. Together then. Here we go. Gelfling, children of Thra, I call upon you. Mother Agra needs your help. There's no voiceover, so I'm just gonna wing it. This is dream space, the source of magic and prophecy. Huh. Behold, Thra cries out to you. I've never been good at her voice. And evil threatens our world. The Gelflings gasp. Yes, the Darkening. I have seen it myself. The Skeksis are to blame, says Rian, and Brea, my favorite. Mother Agra, what must we do? You must all learn the truth. Ah, the Dreamfasting time. Dreamfast, share your memories. Wait, I'm trying to get my Dreamfasting in. And your path to safe Thra will be revealed. Alright, and here we are. We're at the world map. Mother Agra, I have been away too long. What calamity has befallen Thra? Gelfling, share your memories with me. Oh, I clicked the button and it went away. Oh, my bad. Deet, what do you know of the Darkening? And Gentle Deet replies, the Darkening threatens all of Thra. The Sanctuary Tree told me all about it. It all started while I was feeding Nurlocs. Aw, I love Deet and her little Nurloc. Well, those Nurlocs weren't quite good. Alright, we're going to Lower Domrak. That's where the series begins, when it goes to... That's the place where the Groton clan lives, where Deet is from. Dreamfast Memory, The Darkening, Party 1, Level 1. Lower Domrak, something has turned the gentle Nurloc savage. Deet must speak to the Sanctuary Tree to learn more. Required, Deet. Since I only have a party of 1, I assume it just gives you that. In other tactic games, you usually have a party of 3 to 5 or so. Alright, let's get into it. Remember to use enchanting spells like Sharpened Blade to prepare for battle. I may not have to move my monitors. Let me scoot this over a tiny bit. I think I can make this work. Deet says, feeding time, little Nurloc, which is just how the little story goes. This makes me really want to get my toys out of her. Where is she? Here she is. And hiding in her little Groton cave. There's little Deet. This is the pop Funko of her. And it comes with a little baby Nurloc. This one's not darkened yet. Although on the screen I am seeing there is a darkened one. I'm also glad I don't have to move around my camera or chat. Looks like it's all going. Alright. Rude. What's gotten into you? Aw, gentle Deet. Oh, gentle Deet. The Sanctuary Tree says, it's not her fault, little Deet. She has been consumed by the Darkening. Oh no, another one. Easy, big fellow. Fear not, Deet. I will guide you through this. Alright, up here we have our turn order. In tactic games, turn order is very important. So here, obviously these guys are all the bad guys. Looks like there's 3 Dark and Nurloc, and then just me, Deet. Sanctuary Tree, this is the mission timeline. It represents the turn order. Oh, the Sanctuary Tree's telling me. This is the mission timeline. It represents the turn order. I assume this is the how to play mission and whatnot. Your allies are in blue. Yep, I have no allies currently. Enemies are red. The Nurloc's turn is first. Alright, it says that the mission is approach the sanctuary tree. Naughty Nurloc, out of my way! They must have hurt her wings by now because she could just fly there and avoid them all. That'd be too OP. They actually said that they originally made all the girl gelflings to fly, but then in playtesting, everyone just picked the girl gelflings because that made them OP because they could fly past parts that you would normally be unpassable, and so they had to kind of nerf that. They made it part of a certain class. I think it's the scout class, so you can get that ability. It costs you a lot and does cost to use it. My camera is covering that, but I'm just going to say what it says. Sanctuary trees, you can get past the creatures, but first you must walk closer. Use your move ability to come forward. Alright, so I click to select. Click to select ability. So here I have HP, my hit points, and my magic points, my MP. And move towards the ledge. So it's just basically telling me what to do. Here are my abilities in my turn. That'd be no good. Although if in my turn I get to go again sooner, I assume. Soothe, this is to heal an ally. Fly. Oh, she can fly 10 feet tall. Oh, it's currently disabled because it's OP. And move. That's what it wants me to do. Here's my options of where to move. I will move here. Now that you are closer, you can use your wings. Oh, now it's going to let me use the ability fly to move to the ledge above the Nurloc. Use the right mouse button to rotate the camera. Okay, it's a very easy way to rotate it. The old school, like PlayStation tactic games, you could rotate the camera in 4 different directions, and sometimes you could not see exactly what you're doing. It was so annoying. Drove me crazy, so I'm always happy to have that. Alright, fly. We're going to go up here, because it's closest to the sanctuary tree. Oh, I see how OP that is. It's so good. Deet should be OP. She's not only OP in cuteness, but OP in other ways. Keet, you've come to my rescue. Oh, his name's Keet. That's cute. I've never heard of a Nurloc name. So that's, hey, there's some new lore right there. Little Keet. Your friend can help defend you from the Nurloc. Oh good, we got an ally, it looks like. Command Keet to attack the Nurloc. Use the middle to move the camera around the world. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's zoom in, zoom out. Cool. Left click. Oh, this is easy. Doesn't seem like you even need to use anything but the mouse. So, and I'm a fan of the non-movable mouses. I work in IT a lot, so prefer stationary ones. Alright, Keet, you're going to... His attack is short, so he's going to move. You can undo the move. This is nice. Some old school tactic games did not let you do that, and as soon as you moved, you realized you were still a space away because it was hard to see the camera angle. This one you can undo that, which is nice. Let's give that a test. Ah, perfect. Alright. And we're going to attack. We get plus 10% of a hit for having the high ground. So just like in Star Wars, the high ground is the way to go. Sorry, Anakin. Attacking ends your hero's turn. Now it is the enemy's turn. I'm gonna move my camera up over here. I think it's gonna be mad at me for a second when I do this. Actually, I'm not gonna move the camera. I don't want to break anything. Now that I got it working. Snap! That guy's strong. It's because he's darkened. If a hero's HP reaches 0, they will be knocked out. If all your heroes are knocked out, your party is defeated. Okay, standard video game stuff. Oh no, Keet looks hurt. Of course, Keet with her gentle heart is, instead of just completing the mission and going to the end spot right there, she's going to save her little friends because Keet has a precious and good heart, and we need more of that in this world, whether it's Thra or Earth. You can use abilities to attack enemies and aid allies. Cast Soothe on Keet to heal her. Oh, and Keet is a girl. Alright, we're going to use Soothe. Range of 2. Uses MP. Power 69. Alright. Restore 69 HP. That's pretty good. Overkill there. Sanctuary Tree. Most abilities consume MP. Watch your MP meter when using abilities. Command Keet to attack the Nurloc again. As you see up here, the order is very important in tactic games, so we're always keeping an eye on that. Typical tactic games, you also get 2 things you can do per move. It's usually move and one of your, use an ability, put on armor, change something, cast a spell, attack. Go on, shoo! Ha! Dude's so cute. With the Nurlock runoff, you can continue onward. I mean, I could have continued onward anyways. But, again, Deet has a gentle heart. Alright, and we're going to fly just to show off our wings. Oh, pff. Now, since fly is an ability and moving's an... Oh, that didn't give me 2 abilities. This little guy is going to try to go back to where he was. Animations are pretty great. This looks better than a lot of the demos I saw. Of course, a lot of those were unfinished things. You can't move again, and I can't attack anyone, so I'm going to end my turn. Ending this hero's turn reduces recovery, so the next turn begins earlier. If you don't take all your turns, then you do come up quicker in the timeline to attack again. That, of course, will be more important when there's more players on the fields. Alright, and we have D. Let's just move her there, and we are done. I am here. Tell me, what is this darkening? It is an evil spreading from the crystal of truth, the heart of our world. I love that they called it the crystal of truth. So many people just call it the dark crystal, but before it became the dark crystal, it was the crystal of truth. I mean, it always is. It just got darkened. So good. But why have you summoned me? What can I do? You must warn the other Gelfling clans. Rally them to our cause. Hurry, Deet. All of Thra is at risk. Victory! We beat the tutorial. Let's read some chat for a little bit. I'm a sucker for cute. Been running on Dark Crystal side quest and our D&D campaign. Oh man, I'd really love to see some live stream of some old school pen and paper role playing the Dark Crystal. There's actually a lot of homebrews out there of Dark Crystal work. One guy, Addercap, I forget where his website is. If you look up Dark Crystal and Addercap or Dark Crystal homebrew, his stuff will come up. He has a really good system. He's thought about it deeply. He's done a lot. Let's see who else been thinking about making Dark Crystal RPG. Yeah, some people have made some RPG drive-through. If you do that, then I would love to you should link that. I would love to watch that. I haven't done a pen and paper RPG in a really long time. I've done a couple startup games with my kids and things like that, but not long campaigns like I used to back when I was a teenager. Tony, if you're advertising Dark Crystal stuff, it's totally fine. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm not official in any way, so any Dark Crystal fan, I would love to just hear your good stuff. Why? Because I mentioned where I find blah blah blah. I don't know why it's deleting some messages. Those demos were super early development. Okay, let me look up in the chat a little bit more. Actually, while I do this, between levels, I think I'll well, it also is a tactic game, so it's easy to interact with the chat real quickly. But let me see if I missed anything. Again, welcome y'all to anyone joining us. Yes, this did release on Steam, Mad Mage. I am playing it on Steam, so if it was released earlier, I would have played it earlier. I think it released on the Switch first. I saw people playing that at midnight. All right, we are good. So Dee and everyone will die at the end. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Of course, this is going to be spoilers. I assume you've watched the show, so we're just going to go with that. But no, not necessarily that everyone has to die at the end. Some of the writers have actually said, reward 60 pearls, have said that they... Oh, Agra's talking. Actually, she's not forcing talking, so I'll pause her. I really like this map, too. Can you scroll across it? Oops. I don't know what Agra said. Agra, what are the Skeksis up to at the Crystal Castle? Brave Rion, share your memories. I like how the sharing the memories is Dreamfasting. It's us doing the mission. That's kind of a cool storytelling method. And why does Agra have both eyes here? That's a little mistake here. One of those should be burned out. Because this is during the Age of Resistance time. I mean, if this was pre the first conjunction, then I would understand. Ooh, but I love these maps. I want to scroll around the map. Anyways, Rion says, I was a witness to the Skeksis' betrayal. Once I swore an oath to them as a castle guard, but no more. Brave Rion. Oh, what are these? Are these different kind of levels to play? Yeah, I checked it. I checked on Steam. Mad Mage also, if it was available an hour ago, and it wasn't. And then when I rechecked it, it still said like, yeah, nothing to download. But then it's like, oh, here's new cards of things that you can unlock in the game. And so far, 50% of people have unlocked this. I was like, wait, how can they do that if they can't play it yet? And I was like, oh, it's available when I did a refresh. So, Dreamfast Memory, Catch That Arathim, Party 2, Castle of the Crystal. Castle guards Rion and Mira encounter intruders inside the castle. Oh, Rion and Mira. Mira, rip. Of course, we got to get those toys before we start that. Where would I be if I was Rion? I would... Oh. Aw, I have my Rion and Mira together like they were supposed to. At least in the beginning. Oops. Here's my little Rion and Mira. Rip Mira. She only lasted one episode. But man, I still really did like her character. So I love that little pop of her. Such good stuff. And of course, Brave Rion. Yeah, OP. That's right, OP. Descendant of Jerajen. Father of Jen. Most likely. Fizzgigs offer great support on the battlefield. Mira says, Rion, my love, how will we find this Arathim? Maybe we should split up. So far they're doing a lot of the plots from the TV show. A lot of this is first episode stuff. Split up? Where's the fun in that? I don't know how to turn these things from the camera. So it's fun you're looking for. What would Captain Ordon think? Captain Ordon, of course, is Rion's dad. He's also the captain of the Crystal Guard, which the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance comics, issues 1 through 4, give you a little history behind that. My father? That's why we're here, so I can prove myself. Wait. Arathim! There! Arathim! And you know what has the sickest Arathim is the comic books. In that first issue, the Arathim, especially the Ascendancy, it's like horrifying the way it looks. I actually have a video on that. I did I guess a little 9-minute intro on it because they released the first like 14 pages or something. Don't let them get away. So I'm trying to watch the chat. I'm playing this game and I'm also thinking about other Dark Crystal stuff. Click Rion to select his ability. All right, these little guys are going to go back over here since they're front and center. Originally, I thought those two were going to be kind of like the Jen and Kira of this series, and then, oops, she gets drained first episode. That was pretty hardcore. All right, Rion can move. He can attack. 61 power attack. This cost MP. He doesn't have much MP. He has 70 MP, so I could use this attack twice. This is Pummel Strike. Attack and inflict attack down for 1 turn. Oh, so I guess that not stuns the opponent, but makes their attack lower. The power of that is 49. And yes, I am looking at stats because this is a tactics game. It's all about stats. Sharpened Blade. Grants attack up to an ally for 3 turns. Ooh, that seems nice. In turn. So currently, if I attack with him... Oh, this is kind of cool. It shows you where he's going to be at in the timeline. Maybe it doesn't actively show it when it does that. I'm going to sharpen her blade. Get my little whittle out. Look at the chat real quick. Yes, please refrain from using foul language. Even though I don't mark my YouTube videos as child only because that makes it to where you can't do any comments, I do want to still keep it family friendly, just like Dark Crystal. I mean, Grimm's Fairy Tale, family friendly. So, yeah, please do refrain from cussing. Appreciate it. But anyways, yeah, D and everyone doesn't necessarily have to die at the end. And actually, the writers have themselves said that there is plenty of room for hope on Thra. It is a big planet. We have not seen all of Thra. And that's all I'll get into. I do plan to do a video on that. I don't think it's necessary that all of them, that there is a full-on Gelfling genocide. But it does mostly seem like that's what happens. And definitely what the Gelfling and whatnot are led to believe. Just take, for example, the Grunoks. The Grunoks are kind of a small hint towards that. When they bring in the Grunoks, that duo that had their mouths sewn shut and they had the wardrobe and they kind of look like the Macrax from Creation Myths. They're actually loosely based on them according to the behind-the-scenes book. Chamberlain is actually surprised. He's like, wait, I thought we got rid of all these guys. Like, what happened? Like, how are there 2 more? And they said, well, they found 2 more. Like, that's what we thought. So it's very possible and plausible that at the time of the film, the Skeksis are led to believe, yep, they are. If you watch how the film starts, according to the Skeksis, they wiped out all the Gelfling. That's why they're shocked when the crystal calls to the crystal chamber, and then they're like, what, a Gelfling alive? And they're shocked. They're like, we have to stop them. So anyways, peace out, Claude. Thanks for joining us. But so yeah, they don't necessarily all have to die. But anyways, let's keep reading through the chat a little bit. Yeah, so I would love to hear more about that homebrew you got going. Deep glimpses of the future, didn't see her dying, showed her on the throne with nobody around. Yeah, those future visions were crazy, and I'm super excited about them. And in some interviews with the writers, they said, yeah, once we did stuff like that, which is more pointing to what happens in season 2, we knew we were locked in, but we're like, no, we got to do that. Like, this is what we want. And there's so much room for story, and I don't think there just has to be a season 2. There's so much room for more story. They could stretch this out to 4 seasons easily, because they have been very secretive about how many years before, or how many I should say, before the film this is. Some say 30. I've heard from 30 to 100, and they've said they purposely keep it under wraps to keep from spoilers. But anyways, I know, gentle deed. All right. Let's keep moving on. Let's select Mira. What does Mira have? Okay, she can fly. She's a girl. She can fly. I thought you have to be... There's a certain class. Okay, she is a Stone Warden, level 1. Entangling Boa. Oh, cool. Boas. Boas are weapons that the Drenchen are really good at using. And the Vaporin as well. When you see... Well, I'm pretty convinced that Kira is Vaporin, but she's great with the boa. Remember in the film, she takes down that crystal bat with 1. Deal damage and inflict move, down for 2 turns. Hey, that seems helpful to our guy close. She has a little heal, remove poison, blind, and wounded from an ally, and an attack. Let's do Entangling Boa. Oh, I cannot reach. Okay, let's move slightly back. Actually, how many Arathim are there? Oh, there's a couple. If we move oh, you know what? I'll take the high ground here. Can I move there? Why can I not move there? And can I do boa now? I can. I am assuming that little sign on him means that he can cast poison. Oh, he's an Arathim Venom Spitter. A Venom Spitter? Be careful of its poison's ranged attack. Oh, that's what it means. That's why he has that. He's also down. I think he's stuck, so he can't move. I guess that didn't matter much because he's a ranged attacker. I'm a dork. I should have done that to those guys further away, but it's alright. That is a hatchling. And hatchlings, not very strong alone, but dangerous in numbers, says Mira. Rip Mira. Who's better at roasting people? The satirist or the scroll keeper? That is something I've not pondered. I will think about that and get back to you. Yeah, Mad Mage. Actually, if you read the Power of the Dark Crystal comics, that is the true proper... Wait, how did that guy move? I thought I had him down. Oh, I think it's just attack down? I don't know. We'll figure this out. Thraw does get repopulated. And in the comic, it starts 100 years after Thraw. It doesn't explain how Thraw gets repopulated. You know, at first we're kind of led to believe, well, is it like an Adam and Eve type thing, where Jen and Kira were the only 2, and so they populated Thraw? But there's all sorts of different kinds of Gelfling, and they're all over Thraw. And so there could be that there was an exodus and a coming back of the people of Thraw. And the Skeksis were none the wiser. Although I am sure that there is a large portion of the Gelfling that will wind up dying. Alright, I got poisons. Curses. Poison! Worry not, I can use antidote to cure it. Again, this is a lot of introductory stuff. It's showing me how to work things. So it looks like I got 3 turns where I'm going to get poison. Takes 10% max HP and damage at turn start. Which, Rion is a soldier, and I'm assuming he's on the tankier side of things. So that's going to be big damage for him. He is going to do Pummel Strike. So if I do this, I can do 39 damage, hit 90%, and crit 25%. Crit means I can get a higher attack. I'm going to move him and see if being on the side, in other tactic games, if you don't do a face-to-face strike, if you kind of hit him from the side, you get some bonuses in attack. I don't see any difference on that. Or from behind, you get even a higher bonus. So really no difference in that. But it's fine. I'm a little further from the other guys. His attack is down, although I still am poisoned. It's going to be very important for me to... I thought they were going to add some more to the background of these maps. Suppose not. Alright, Kira is going to use Antidote, because that is a lot of damage. Antidote means I gotta get up right to him and shank him with a cure. So here we go. For my love, Rion, I shank you with the cure. Which looks like me holding up a stick. Yeah, the Crystal of Truth being healed and the Urskex giving, what someone suggests is maybe there's a second Genesis due to the Crystal of Truth being healed. The Urskex do say that the power is there now in their hands, and the Crystal of Truth is really, it's Thra itself that creates all of life. You know, Thra itself, which is Agra, in a sense. That's not a one-for-one correlation, but because Thra does create Agra for the purpose of being able to see and to hear and kind of touch and interact with the beings that she's created. Thra, now that the crystal is healed, it very well could just make more Gelfling. We actually don't know how Gelflings reproduce. It's led and seems obvious that it's more human-like, but and also if you look at some of the original puppets of Jen, well, if you, in the opening scene he's naked. If you see other perspectives of that shot, he has man parts. I guess I'll put it Gelfling parts. He has man parts, reproductive type. So it does seem like that's the way, but there is no confirmation of how they must be done. Real quick, Tony, to answer your question of the books you need to read and buy, I have a video on that. I have a 50-minute one that goes into every single thing been published on the Dark Crystal since 1982, and I have a shortened 7 to 10-minute one. Watch that one. I think it's featured on the homepage of my YouTube channel. Well, this channel, just click the YouTube link there. I do plan to do an update because there have been more books that have come out since I made that, but I just haven't got around to that yet. But I will definitely be doing that. Alright, it's Rion's turn. Who we got here? This guy's... I want to see his health. Oh, if I hover him, he's over there. We're just going to go ham on this guy. This is the intro level, so really it's not going to be that hard. We're going to pummel strike this guy again. 10% less because I have the low ground, so where you stand does make a difference for this game. I can't do that anymore. I'm low on HP. I am going to... where can I fly? I thought I could fly up on these pillars here. In that case, I'm just going to move and throw a boa at this guy. Oh, can't reach him. Well, let's get this guy because he has the... Well, he can't spit or anything. Wow, that was quite the attack. Ah, you're tanky. Take it like a... Not man. There's no man on Thra. Yeah, Thra would not be the same without the Gelfling. They're the kind of main indigenous species of Thra. So I'm reading the chat right now. Pick my brain. Feel free to pick my brain. Part of one reason I wanted to live stream was like, well, I'm going to be playing the game anyways. And it gives me just some time to just chat with some of the YouTube followers and whatnot. I do this YouTube channel for fun. I make no money on it. I don't put any ads or anything. It's fine if you do that. I just don't have the time to invest that. And if I did something like that, man, that guy got so much... Forget that dude. This guy's almost dead. Let's go after him and run away. Wow, my attack did great that time. Oh, I can't move? I was going to attack and move. Okay, I need to pay attention a little more. You know, since that guy's almost dead, let's throw a boa at him. See, I was hoping I could walk away. Oh, he can spit anyways. Oh, great. I need to heal this guy again. I can probably just kill these guys before I even... Let's get rid of that bonus. We are going to move and finish this guy off. He's so close. He's giving us the most trouble. And he runs away. It's getting away. I'll follow it. Oh, that's a bad idea, Mira. Don't make me cry again. Mira, wait. I can't fly. Of course, the Dark Crystal running joke. Girls can fly, boys can't. Rion. Oh, I got a tattered cape. It'd be nice if you could hover and see a chain shirt and 60 pearls. I don't know what the pearls are. Is that like the loot box system of Thra? Mira, where are you? This plan of yours better work, Tech. Trust me, Emperor. I can't do voices very well, sorry. Just gonna do my best. Look into the crystal, Gelfling. Oh, hard to watch this scene again. Give it your very assets! I was trying to summon my inner Joker, Mark Hamill there. No! Oh, don't make her pop. Oh, brutal. Oh, this is so sad. I have solved all our problems. Drink, Emperor. And have life everlasting! I feel strong! The Skeksis have conquered death! Mira! Oh, look at those tears! Oh man, those are sad! A Gelfling? He has seen everything! After him! He will tell the others! I do like the perspectives of it. I especially like that the Emperor's the tongue sticking out. By Thra, what have the Skeksis done? It's really bugging me that Agra has both her eyes, you know, outside of that third eye. By Agra's third eye! That she has that eye open. Please shut that. That should be burned. Can you guys do an update and burn that? Thanks guys. Thanks, guys. Man, yeah, D20. Alright, let's go to my party. I see many challenges in Rion's future. Best he go in well equipped. Examine your party. Equip any new equipment you have acquired. Oh, thanks, Agra. You're so nice. That I acquired in a Dreamfast. Dreamfast memory. Escape the castle. Party of 4, level 1. Castle of the Crystal. Rion and Gurjin. Just Gurjin? Escape the castle after witnessing a terrible secret. Each clan has special equipment, sometimes much better than regular equipment. Gurjin, I have to talk to you. Rion, what are you doing? The Skeksis say you've gone mad. That you murdered Mira. He needs to be a little greener, I think. Skeksi lies. They trained her in some vile ceremony. Please, Gurjin, you have to believe me. You're my best friend. Of course I believe you. Come, the exit is close. We can escape through there. Halt! In the name of the Skeksis! Run, run, run. Pitter, patter, pitter, patter. Alright, so it looks like we have Rion on our team. We got this dude, Breg, a level 2 scout. He looks battle-hardened. A lonely level 1 castle guard. We'll make mincemeat of him. Gurjin, just Gurjin. Another cat, an adept. And Aliadon. Aliadon is a mender. Menders are the healers in this game. Wow, she had 227 HP. This dude's got 87, 70. Gurgen's got a lowly 4. He's got 225 HP though. Okay, he is tankier than Rion. They're both soldiers. And yep, definitely keep my adept at the back. So, alright, let's sharpen the blade of our friend. Oops. Oh, I guess we can sharpen our own blade. That's totally fine. Breg says, I'm going with you, Rion. None of this seems right. Yeah, recruiting some other castle guards. That's what I'm talking about. What can Breg do? He's got oh, he can do a boa as well. He can throw a rock, which does more damage, but the boa inflicts the move down for 2 turns. Alright, so let's move this fella. Let's see if he could reach here. He cannot. Can he throw farther? Nope, it's about the same. Alright, we're gonna undo that move and move him as far as we can. Actually, what I should do is look at the move of these guys. He could attack me. He can't. Oh, but he's a mage. He's not gonna... I say that. I'm gonna die. Here we go. Entangling boa. Let's lessen this guy's... I mean, he's ranged. Let's do it anyways. Ah!